Nestled between the Wairarapa and the Hutt Valley, the Rimutaka Forest Park is a wilderness on the doorstep of our capital city. The main gateway to this park, Catchpool Valley, is just a 30-kilometre drive from Wellington City. You can pitch a tent, stay in a hut or spend a day exploring. Easy walks lead to the Orongorongo Valley, from where you can venture further afield, through bush, along the riverbed or uphill to enjoy the views. If you stay overnight, you might even hear the call of a kiwi. The Department of Conservation manages the park, maintaining the network of walking tracks and visitor facilities. It also runs and supports programs to regenerate and conserve the area's native wildlife and enhance recreation opportunities. Each year, DOC and the Rimutaka Forest Park Trust work alongside hundreds of dedicated volunteers on conservation projects, including the Trust's Kiwi Project, which has seen the reintroduction of brown kiwi to the park. At the southern end of the Rimutaka Range is Turakirai Head Scientific Reserve. This extraordinary landscape consists of 5 earthquake-raised beaches, which are internationally renowned for the record they provide of geological upheaval over the past 7,000 years. Here you'll find the Wellington region's largest colony of New Zealand fur seals, where hundreds of young males spend winter building up their condition before heading south to breed in the spring. Seabirds which visit the area include banded dotterels, Caspian terns and variable oyster catchers. Skinks and geckos take refuge amongst the native vegetation, which includes the threatened shrubby tororaro, mistletoes and wild orchids. In the 1840s, the coastal route at the foot of the range here at Turakirai was used to access Wairarapa pastures, with the forests to the north offering refuge and food. Bird life was once abundant in these forests. 8 species of moa once roamed the ranges, and European explorers arriving in 1839 encountered several huia, now believed to have been extinct since the early 1900s. European settlers felled most of the big totara, and huge areas of forest were burnt down. The 1800s also saw the arrival of animals such as cats, possums and goats. Introduced animal pests pose a major threat to the park's ecosystems. Possums, for example, relish the taste of the northern rata. Research shows that as possum numbers rise, there's a corresponding loss of rata, and that a mature 600-year-old tree can be killed in 3 years by intensive possum browsing. Along the Orongorongo Valley slopes, dead remnants of these once majestic trees can be seen poking through the canopies. Red mistletoe, another possum favourite, hasn't been seen in the valley for many years. Today, birdsong is getting louder in the park, thanks to the Rimutaka Forest Park Trust, local communities and DOC. In Catchpool Valley, pine trees have been harvested and replaced by regenerating indigenous plants. This regeneration process is slow, but helped by volunteers that plant seedlings and help control the spread of pine saplings. During this process, the area remains highly vulnerable to fire, which could set back restoration efforts by decades, and so a strict fire ban is in place in the park. To help control goats, pigs and deer, DOC encourages recreational hunting in specified areas, and the Rimutaka Forest Park Trust carries out extensive trapping in Catchpool and Orongorongo valleys. The Trust is committed to protecting and restoring native ecosystems and bird life, including a self-sustaining population of brown kiwi. You can help protect the park's wildlife recovery by ensuring your dog is on a lead. You can also contact the Trust if you would like information on becoming a volunteer. Catchpool Valley and Orongorongo Valley offer a good introduction to the great outdoors, with many families having their first taste of tramping here. There's a range of attractive, well-signposted walks, suitable for all ages and fitness levels, from the easy 45-minute Catchpool loop through lowland forest to the hard grinds up to the silver beach-cloaked summits of Mount Matthews and Mount Makero, where the experienced tramper will be rewarded by spectacular views. The easy 2-hour Orongorongo track towards the Orongorongo River takes you through different types of bush, including beech groves, and at lower altitude, podocarps such as the mighty Rimu, Matai and Kahikatea that will eventually emerge through the canopy and dominate the landscape, some reaching as high as 60 metres tall. These forests support hundreds of indigenous plant species, including threatened species such as the large-leaved milk tree and orchids. They also provide a habitat for a range of invertebrates, freshwater fish, birds and reptiles. The nocturnal hunting forest geckos thrive here, and the Wellington green gecko can sometimes be glimpsed basking in the sun. Common birds of the valleys include the kiraru, tui, moorpork and bellbird. Riflemen, falcons and yellow-crowned parakeets are also occasionally seen if you have a keen eye. Even on easy walks, remember to take warm, waterproof clothing, food and drink. If you're going into the Orongorongo Valley, tell someone where you're going and always check the weather forecast, especially if you plan to cross the river. The river level can rise rapidly and take several days to drop to a level safe enough to cross. It's also important to inspect your boots and equipment before entering the forest park for traces of exotic and potentially dangerous invasive plants like buddleia, a type of lily which spreads rapidly. Buddleia is now prevalent on the river flats and stream edges of the Orongorongo Valley, occupying the habitats of native plants. To help prevent similar invasions, unwanted plants such as old man's beard, pink ragwort and climbing asparagus are controlled in the area. You don't need to venture far into the Rimutaka Forest Park for an overnight wilderness experience. Catchpool Valley has a well-maintained campground with toilets, showers and free gas barbecues. Camping puts you within close reach of tracks, open and secluded picnic sites and safe swimming spots in Catchpool and Grace's streams. The Orongorongo Valley has long been a magnet for people wanting to spend a tranquil night or two in a hut. There are around 50 private huts and several tramping and mountaineering club huts along the river. You can also hire your own hut. Dock has several available for exclusive hire. It's an easy walk in and there's no need to share. So, whether you're a family, group or couple on a weekend break, these huts are great places to relax and have fun while exploring the area. They're all equipped with gas cookers, utensils, water, heating, toilets and bunks with mattresses. For more details or to book via the online booking system, visit the Dock website. Dock will continue to work with the community and the Rimutaka Forest Park Trust to make the Catchpool and Orongorongo Valleys enjoyable and accessible wild destinations for Wellingtonians, New Zealanders and international visitors. And remember, the Rimutaka Forest Park is your park. So if you have any suggestions or need any more information, give us a call.